Hello everyone, Matt here again for our third video in our the Liminal meditation series we've been putting up. Topic for today will be sleep. And why sleep? Well, sleep because we got to know where these kind of liminal in between states, hypnagogia, hypnopompia, dream mentations, and all of that are happening, so we can know how to access them. So first up, when we sleep in these generally 90-minute chunks. Each one of these 90 minutes can be broken up into as many as 5 stages. Each one of these 5 stages are defined by dominant brainwaves, basically meaning you can't fake it, right? They can put you in a sleep lab, hook you up to some EEGs, and actually tell what stage of sleep you're in. First up, we got stage 1, which I like to define as basically deep relaxation. A good hallmark of this is if somebody wakes you up in it, the person in it oftentimes will report back like, damn it, man, I'm not quite sleeping yet. I was almost there. Why'd you wake me up? Now, even though that's their experience, if you go to a sleep lab, they still consider this stage 1 of sleep. If you ask them, okay, if you weren't sleeping, what were you doing? You didn't look like you were awake to me, right? What they'll probably say is, they were lost in thought. And what this lost in thought is this increased, thoughts and visual representations in your mind's eye. Well, that's hypnagogia, and that is exactly what we're after for this training. A little below that, a little deeper, we got stage 2, which I like to define as light sleep. A good hallmark of this is normally if somebody wakes you up when you're in stage 2, the person will normally say, okay, yeah, I was sleeping. And again, if you ask them, okay, if you were sleeping, what was going on in your head, though, they'll say something pretty similar to hypnagogia. It wasn't quite REM style dreams, but there was some type of visual thing going on up here. The main difference between dream meditation and hypnagogia is hypnagogia can be kind of hectic and random, and dream meditations tend to be a little more dreamlike and cohesive, if that makes much sense. Well, really, as far as it comes down to this training and then what I'll be teaching, I kind of treat hypnagogia and dream meditations as the same thing, at least from my experience. That seems to be the case. Then we have stages 3 and 4, which used to be separate stages on their own, right? But now they're combined into one. This is basically where the slowest delta waves are happening. This is generally considered dreamless sleep, although they've found that things like parasomnia tend to happen in this stage, so stuff like sleepwalking, bedwetting, things of that nature. Then we have stage 5, which is where REM, rapid eye movement sleep happens, your classical dreams. And if you want to know more about this, I covered a lot better detail in the other video series I did on an introduction to the practice of lucid dreaming. Then lastly, we have this cool little graph here. This graph is really the only graph I've ever seen that really shows you where hypnagogia and hypnopompia have been proven to be happening. And one of the cool things about it is it shows, hypnagogia really happens in 2 separate moments, even though, in this 7.5, 8-hour graph they got here, this does not involve waking. So you go through hypnagogia actually twice. One other thing I would say, though, is, for somebody like me, I'm getting up all the time throughout the night when my wife comes home, when my 1-year-old decides to cry and wake me up, when I gotta pee, you name it. But every time you're waking up, you're actually going to quickly, maybe, but you're going to pass through hypnopompia. And then every time you're falling back asleep, say you have to go to the bathroom or whatever, you're still going to, again, pass through hypnagogia, which is important because it gives you yet another opportunity to access these states. But with that said, I think that'll do it for now. Until the next video, aloha.